Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting out west in the American League, the Blue Jays combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the A's in Oakland 7-3. Kyle Tucker was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game, helping the Stros best the Yankees 3-2. The Twins totaled 11 hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 8-3. The Angels hit 3 long balls as they beat the visiting Rays 7-6. The Orioles grabbed 13 hits in the game as they nabbed the win against the Seattle Mariners 3-0. The Tigers got 11 hits overall as they took down the Red Sox on the road 5-0. The Cleveland Indians knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-0. The Marlins combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 6-2. The Phillies got 12 hits in this one as they got the best of the Brewers at home 5-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Ryan Zimmerman was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, helping the Nats down the Braves 11-2. They now have 5 straight wins. The Dodgers combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 4-0. Taijuan Walker won his 4th game thus far, leading the Mets to the win over the Cardinals 8-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Colorado Rockies put together 10 total hits as they dismantled the Giants 7-0. The San Diego Padres combined for 4 total home runs as they plundered the Pirates 12-1. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase, money in case, clean up base. Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase, money in case, clean up base. Got a call for it if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it, going live, good it is show. Got a call for it if you got it, ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it, going live, good it is show. Pick up the pace, step on the deck, we need to stretch. Run out the truth, playing it cool, wipe out the sweat. Get in the zone, kick on the throne, I'm about to flex. Home run, I'm throwing and by their opponent, show me who next. Play in the field, look alive, slide, die, line drive like Dion on prime time. I'm 0 to end, while bun down when I settle in, I break ground. Steal the base when you not around. Golden glove with a triple crown, I raise the ring cause I hold it down. I'm about to chase.
From the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Oakland A's. It's A's baseball coming up next. Jesus Luzardo will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw it for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now into the box, Bo Bichette. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Laureano patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
The second baseman, Marcus Semien.
1 out, base is empty. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
To the left side, but it's well foul.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 5 homers and 14 driven in. Now the 1-0.
Nope, outside.
Popped him up. And he makes the running catch inside the home bullpen area. Blue Jays go down in order, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Hyunjin Ryu, a Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
And now in the box, Elvis Andrus. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes now to Andrus. Shoots this one over to first. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Next to dig in, Tony Kemp. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point. Now here's the first offering.
Ball.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win Game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win Game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Third baseman,
Now at the plate is Matt Chapman, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A's are gone in order. Still no score. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First offering on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Hit back toward the mound. On the first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is good. The left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
So here is Lourdes Gurriel. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's down.
No score here as we play inning number 2. 2-0 to the Jays left fielder. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now,
The right fielder, number 6.
as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Grichuk playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
1-1.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Grichuk, the runner at second with 1 away. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. From the stretch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Oh, he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So next to bat will be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Here's the first pitch to him. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder looking up to the track, to the wall. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
The batter will be Alejandro Kirk. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Oh and 1, here it comes. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One and one.
1-1.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And this will bang up against the wall. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 1-0.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And it's off the scoreboard. Wow! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. J.B. Wendelken enters from the pen in just the 2nd inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. George Springer the next to hit, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Set with the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
One ball,
Saw his
2 strikes.
eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Here comes the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 2-2 is laid off,
We got
and the
3-2.
count runs full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. There is Andrus. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the A's nothing. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. Zero down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
And he falls behind 0-2. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. Now here's the first offering. Ryu has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind it because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
1 out, nobody on. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
So now it's Mark Canha. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off with the
Top of the third set to get underway, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
No balls and a strike to count. Comes set, and the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is the center fielder. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. 8th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box, Lourdes Gurriel, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here, nobody out.
Nope,
That
that's a ball.
missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Here it comes, 2-0. Too high,
Oh, look there.
and it's 3-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
3-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
First delivery to him. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's
Down to
high and
2
off
and
the
1.
plate, 2-1.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And it's fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 2-2 one more time.
Freaky.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Fouled off. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Stepping in once again is Rowdy Tellez. First offering.
Hey!
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the A's nothing. And that brings up Chad Pinder. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1. Pinder, originally from the state of Virginia. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And there's 1 away. And stepping in, Stephen Piscotty. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Here's the first pitch.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Simeon bare hands it. It's in time.
Batting 9th.
Digging in will be Sean Murphy. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First delivery to him. And this is low, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Change up low, 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. with a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
2-0 count, the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bichette's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Set for the start of the fourth, and set to go as the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
And Andrus will take this one in with 2 hands for the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Alejandro Kirk comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Nope.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. 7 runs, just 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it, 2 down. Now to the plate, here is Bo Bichette. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled away. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And there you see the Toronto leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks 2nd best on the ball club. So now to the plate, Marcus Semien as he lifts it in the air to right field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto, but they're still in control, 7-0. So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Ryu steps into his windup. Here it comes. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Ball 1.
1-0.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 is
That's
low
ball
and
3.
outside for a ball.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And that misses
That's
for
out.
ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy,
Now
but at
back,
least they have a
second
base
baseman.
runner here. We'll see if that
Logan.
leads to something.
Jam.
Next up, Tony Kemp comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. In the dirt. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Ready with another 2-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he fouls this one off. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Therefore, it is Guerrero, and that's the first out.
Up next for Oakland.
Digging in next,
baseman.
Matt Chapman.
Matt.
He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1 ball, no strikes to count. That's wide, 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Three and 0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Right side, hit hard. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Hey, I like this right here. Offense putting a little bit of pressure right here on the defense. This game is not over yet. And if somebody can catch a gap or maybe hit one out, we got a chance to get back in this ball game. We might have something here.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go to start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Back up the middle. Bichette picks it up cleanly. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. The A's strand 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Striding in is George Springer. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 0-1 pitch. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Swing and a liner. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
So the next to bat will be Lourdes Gurriel. Comes in 1-for-2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now here's the first offering. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
Ball one, no strike.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball two.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here's the pitch. 2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pinder's got it for out number 3. So nothing happening this time around. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the A's nothing. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
The Athletic.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The center fielder.
Into the box, Ramon Laureano. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
Laureano is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 16th round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Nope, inside.
No
ball two.
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
No, that's
And this
ball.
one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Mark Canha will be next. The 3-1 pitch. Popped him up. And Bichette settles under it. There's one away.
Now batting. The
Next will be the designated hitter, Mark Canha. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The left fielder, number 4.
Striding in for Oakland, Chad Pinder grounded out in his last at-bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Pinder stands at second with 2 gone. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Randall Grichuk.
Randall Grichuk.
He's set and the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
The 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Swing, and he pops him up. And no one will get this one. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Now batting. Number 44.
Up next, Rowdy Tellez. No hits to this point. First pitch on the way. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. One out, nobody on.
Nope.
And there's ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
Nope. That's inside.
Driven nicely into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate, Alejandro Kirk as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. 1-1 the count now. Runner at second here with 1 man out.
That's
Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
2-2.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. Now another 2-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes to third, and it's too late as he's in there.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first home run of the season as this lead got even wider. Guys, you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 3 runs already home here. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
1 strike.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the payoff pitch home. High and deep down the left field line. The next 3-2. High in the air down the right field line. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
Next up is Marcus Semien. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. And now the first pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Yep, that ball went out.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Bichette stands at first with 1 out. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 1-2 pitch.
2-2 count.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
To the plate now, George Springer, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Lifetime versus this pitcher, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. The 1-0.
Nope, outside.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-0 delivery. In the air to center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the A's nothing. In at the plate is Sean Murphy. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Ryu gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Now that's just a nasty cutter right there. I don't care if that's his cold zone and he doesn't handle that pitch in that well. Most hitters don't get to that.
Murphy playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Tellez in foul ground. 1 down. Here's Elvis Andrus now. It was a walk in his last trip. Here it comes now to Andrus.
That's a
ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. So now to the plate, Tony Kemp. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the AB now. Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Back up the middle. Beautiful diving stop. He gathers the throw and give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. More from the East Bay right after this. Seventh inning ready to roll. And next it'll be the outfielder, Lourdes Gurriel. He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. The 1-0 delivery.
Nope. Outside.
Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. A ball hit to Andrus at short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The right fielder, number 15.
So one away now in the Toronto seventh. And the big right-handed bat of Randal Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. First offering. One out, nobody on. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball.
The next
2 strikes.
0-2 pitch to him misses outside. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Here now the 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's top foul off to the right. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. Another try at 2-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
The 2-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Elvis at short. And there are 2 away now. And now here is Rowdy Tellez. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball that's outside.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Softly hit toward the hole. Throw on to Olson will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, but they're still in front 10-0. And now Matt Olson. He was a double play victim last time around.
The first baseman.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The windup and the 0-1. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Here comes the 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Standing in now, Ramon Laureano. And he hits it hard to the right side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Into the box, Mark Canha. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Ryu now on 2-1. Fly ball out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. So 2 are gone now in the Oakland half of the 7th. And up next, the ever-versatile Chad Pinder. As a look, now the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. From the belt, the pitch.
80.
Three-two, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Fouled away. Skied into straightaway right. Richard able to track it down for the 3rd out. 1 left for Oakland. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Sergio Romo enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So stepping in is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1's the count.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Now at the plate, Alejandro Kirk, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Little chopper back to the mound. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Bo Bichette. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First offering. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
2 out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Blue Jays go down in order, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Jordan Romano is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 68, Jordan Romano.
Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. From the stretch.
Nope.
Romano, a Canadian native. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Nope,
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Now here it comes. And he gets the call there, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And the payoff pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Next up for the A's, Sean Murphy. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's the ball.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Outside, 3-0 now. Elvis Andrus will be next. Piscotty on at first, nobody out. And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
At the plate now, Elvis Andrus.
Outside, that's the ball.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
1-1, here it is. Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
So now to the plate, Tony Kemp, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, the good news is this guy can really dial it up and let it fly. The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
Now to the plate, Matt Chapman looking to cut into that big deficit they've got in front of them. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Springer. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Up next,
that's a spot right there as a pitcher where You'll trade an out for a run anytime.
Olsen.
Bases loaded, and only one run scores on the sacrifice fly.
At the plate, Matt Olson, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he fouls this one off. He ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
And it's fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. A's have to settle for just the one. 9th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the A's 1. All set to start the 9th in this one. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Simeon. Set and the pitch. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. The 1-0. Down the left field line and deep. Set. Here comes the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Into the box now, George Springer.
Inside,
as the
ball 1.
first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. One out, nobody on. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
In now, Teoscar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Head-to-head numbers against Sergio Romo. He's 2 for 4. the 1-0. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Piscotty finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They hang on to their 10-1 lead.
Kirby Yates enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Now here's the first offering. Ramon Laureano is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Pitch on the way.
That's out.
Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Got him to swing under that one. It's 2-2.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Stepping in now, Mark Canha, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Ball 2.
That missed. Close.
2-0.
It's ball 2. Now the 2-0. It's a swinging strike, a little late on the fastball that time. Bases are empty, one man out. Nipped the corner, 2-2. And a full count for Canha now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box, Chad Pinder tried to check it, and it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Last strike now for Oakland. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
1-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
This was just a nice win for these guys. They did most of their damage in that big second inning and did what they had to the rest of the way to secure this win.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Toronto Blue Jays took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Hyunjin Ryu with his 4th win this season. Jesus Luzardo struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 10 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Athletics, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It starts with me, I must admit. But still I can't quit.